Hello, hello, it's Wessel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're at day 71, which equals the time at Amur, and we've still got heaps to go. But we're at 71, trying to make up for a nearly completely lost day yesterday, where we achieved absolutely nothing and have nothing to show for it. The highlight of the day was that, yes, we managed to load up some long logs, but we couldn't deliver them. So we are now heading over with the Kenworth to try to take up the mantle of long log delivery after the Slighter ST, whatever it is, 440, 480, I don't know, the Chimera just couldn't cut it climbing up the hill. Now, I don't know, in hindsight, I'm not sure if I didn't have the biggest engine in the Slighter, and I certainly might have had the wrong tyres on. But even so, it was a debacle. Anyway, we are going to swoosh on over and have a better day today, because today we're going to deliver these long logs. Rightio. So we are here, happily, with our mighty Kenworth. And we're going to be taking this all the way around the main road here in Selten River Mountains to pick up the long logs. That's right, the long logs that we ended up just discarding and leaving in the middle of the road in disgust after our failed attempts yesterday with the Chimera. So hopefully today we will be doing a lot better job, and we'll be able to get up to the Circle of Life tree. We'll be all round happy. It's the more days where we actually don't achieve anything and can't actually do anything, the longer it is. So I was originally saying I reckon it'll be about 80. Well, that might be going up. It might be more than 80. Probably not a lot more than 80, but I reckon we've got at least 10 days of fun and games yet. And this is day 71, so, you know, do the math. It's going to be, yeah, more than 80. Although I don't mind getting, you know, value for money in terms of effort required, it does get a little bit samey when you're spending most of your time driving around the main road without a cargo on in order to get to the next thing. But hey, that's the nature of Washington, and we will get there. Just got so much still to do. So today my plan is pretty much the same plan as I had yesterday. I am going to start off by delivering the long logs up to the Circle of Life tree. Once I have completed that, I will then come back to the logging station, pick up another load of long logs. We'll then take them into Selten River National Park, where we need to take them to the I think we're going to take them to the Sawmill and drop them off at the Sawmill so that we can make the one long plank required for, I don't know, a task that needs it. I don't even know what task needs it, but one of the tasks needs a long plank. I think it makes more sense to drop that one off at the Sawmill, then carry on through to the flooded village where there is the long log available for one of those decommissioning of the cabin build sort of thing. So we've already taken a short log and a medium log. There's still a long log available from there. And we'll take that one back to the hotel cluster, because that's quite an easy little run. I think it's going to be better doing it that way rather than trying to take the long log to the hotel cluster, then getting the other one and bringing it back to the sawmill. But it is pretty much, you know, you could choose to do it either way. That's probably talking about stuff we're going to be doing tomorrow anyway. Let's focus on the stuff we're going to do today. And for that, to that end, we're going to start by getting these long logs I left back up here at the intersection, together with the long log back end trailer thing. We're going to have to fiddle about connecting up the trailer, then grabbing the logs and putting them on. So it's going to be a bit of typical log fiddling. And then I hope we'll be able to climb up the hill to get to the Circle of Life tree. Because if we can't climb up the hill to get to the Circle of Life tree, we'll be in a spot of bother. I'm going to just top up my fuel just in case. I don't reckon I'm going to run that short on for fuel, but, well, always better to be safe than sorry. Right, so we've left the long log back end and the long logs over here. I don't think there's any way we can actually connect them up successfully without messing everything up. See how they're sort of lying there? There's no way that I'm going to be able to get to the trailer and sort of sneakily lift them up, get them onto my truck. A little bit of fiddling now. Yeah, I don't actually know how I'm going to do this, so have a think. I'm going to go sort of like this and see if we can then put the trailer over here to us. Yeah, like that, kinda. Right, so we now attach the trailer. We now get the logs. All we need to do is sort of pick them up and get them where they've got to go, and so I'm hoping we can do that. I just pick these two up, sort of get them up and over that thing. Wasn't too bad, was it? We're just kind of trying to almost pivot them over the... Oh, how about that? Maybe I could have done that better if I'd tried. Boing. Right. So now we're going to try and do exactly what we tried to do yesterday with the Chimera. Note that this time, the more grunty and bigger wheeled Kenworth, we are able to climb up those sneaky, nasty little steps, get up to the Circle of Life tree. This is where it all started to go wrong for the Chimera. Went to here okay. There's this little bed of steps just here. Just said, nah, I don't like them. Getting past this bit. Yeah, it's hard. Even the Kenworth can't just do it like it wants to. It's been very much trying hard, so we're going to go into low plus just to keep our gearing constant so we don't change gears and then stall. If I remember, I think this part was the worst. after this it gets a little bit... That's right, we had real trouble here. Then we just managed to get going through good luck. But this is hard. So wheels are turning, but we just can't move forward. Let's go down a gear again. Nope. Don't think there's anything to attach to. Maybe it's not possible to come up here like this. One of these. Slightly different angle. I don't want to go any narrower because then we're going to run on that inside there, which won't be good. Yeah, we're going to struggle here, guys. Nothing to winch from. Nothing at all to winch from. No. So how can I possibly do this then? I mean, other than obviously going a different way. And get over there a little bit more. Boy. I guess an alternative would be to bring another truck over. Act as a sort of one truck pulling a second, but gee, it's going to have to be strong. Just going backwards there to... Oh, jeepers. We're so trying, aren't we? Come over here a bit more. Nope. As soon as we hit that rock, we're not going to be able to get past it. Trying to come right over to this side. Keep the back of the truck away from that. No. A little bit further than we did last time. Oh, it's a nasty one. Hey, oh, how about that? Oh, this is absolutely so right on the edge of what the Kenworth can do. He's just able to do that. Hopefully, it's easier from there. Go off onto that truck. Oh, wait. Oh, don't slip over. I've done all the hard work. I was thinking about it. It was thinking about tipping over. Wow, that was so hard. Might have to take back a little bit of my meanness to the Chimera. Because that was really hard. Interesting thing will be to see how the how something like the mech goes coming up there with its long planks on, which we need to do. Medium planks, sorry. I reckon it'll come up quite well. Oh, we'll see. It certainly doesn't have the power that this thing does. Oh, we have made it. Hooray! Oh, man. Yeah, so there's the two bits that are, well, one bit that's really hard, second bit that's fairly hard. Starting to think about what do I have to do to get up that first bit. We made it in the end. I'm going to take a photo there because otherwise I probably won't achieve anything else today. We'll take a photo. Oh, okie dokie. So, vehicle out of the construction area. Oh, it's not really in the construction area. So that just leaves us with the 2 medium planks needed now. Just have to be careful turning around the long log add-on. It can be a bit tricky when you get it like too far an angle. Stop that. Right, so we're going to go back to the logging station, pick up some more long logs, and then head into Selten River National Park. Well, at least I've done that now. Get that out of the way. It really was a bit, you know, it was a bit. At least me know coming back down here is nowhere near as difficult as going up. We'll have to come up at least one more time. And I think there's still some tasks over here we haven't even found yet. We're probably going to have to scout up here a bit or something. I don't know. I saw when I was looking at the map earlier, there's a semi-trailer just sort of somewhere up here that we have to return. I don't think it's quite where we are now, but it's around somewhere. Get around there. This is the nasty bit. It's so steep. Which I'm not sure where that semi-trailer is, because we went along that road to the left there with the Chimera, or trying to find an alternative way to get up to the Circle of Life tree. All we did was go around in a circle to get back to the main road. It's pretty pointless. I reckon we must have missed a turn off or something. Yep. We are now back on the main road and going to head all the way back round. Good 3-point turn here. Yeah, we're going to head round to the logging station and pick up some more long logs. We'll take into Selten River Mountains to then take to the Sawmill. I'm pretty sure there's only one more long log we actually have to deliver. Don't worry about refueling here. I'll try and stretch myself all the way back to the hill trailer in Selten River National Park. We're going to be spending more time here in mountains yet a while, I think. I want to keep as much fuel available as I can. What just happened? Oh, it's just sliding. Yeah. End trailer, or back end is, yeah, exactly tracking where I track. It'll be a bit more fun. At least we don't have to take any long logs into Solace Bay. That's something. probably need all drive on. Now we're getting where? Yes, that unfortunately we're sort of doing little bits of a whole bunch of contracts at the moment, so we're not actually seeing any step change in our progress. But I'm sure there'll come a day where we finish like 5 contracts in the same day, because all we have to do is one last delivery to each of the spots. But mind you, given how far apart the various drop spots are, may well spend a day just going there anyway. If we're lucky, I can't see it happening, but if we're lucky, we might finish a contract today. One called Winter is Coming. Whee! Look at that trailer go. He's just going anywhere. His tyres obviously have absolutely no grip at all. We're going to work our way across here, then turn off, head down to the logging station, get our long log, sneak on back, get through the logistics centre, gone through to Selten River National Park. Got to do a pretty tight turn coming up here, so we might just have to time. We are going to put that back on here. There we go. Right. Well, we've done this a fair few times now to get to the logging station. Let's hope we get there and back without too much fuss. I think with the Kenworth, have we gone the sneaky way? I think we did, didn't we? We did once. Fits through there, I think. to help with our turning circle. Might be able to sneak around the inside of these big blocks. Yes, much better. You're going to do a multi-point turn, but not as many as if I'd been on the other side of those blocks. Near enough. Rightio. Got our long logs. Yep. See if we can sneak back and up the sneaky way. We could come this way. I think we have. Maybe not. It's that tree stump. Yeah. It's that one. Immediate elk. Turn here's a little light. Okay. Where we hit? Yeah, so it's not the most inward friendly turn, but we're big enough, strong enough to just go around anyway. Here we can just push straight up, unlike the poor old Chimera that just couldn't make it up this step. Just the difference in power of the Kenworth. Up there fairly happily. We are off to the sawmill. A bit of fuel. Not going to top up from this one. We'll try and make it all the way. Guy's moved his car. He doesn't park here anymore. I crashed into him with the White Western Star, I think it was. Anyway, he doesn't park his car there at the entrance anymore. He's learned. once again, it's a run around the main road. Get to the turn off to the sawmill, where we'll refuel from the semi-trailer there. Head up and drop these off at the sawmill to make, I think it's just one long planks. We only need one long plank, so that's fine. We'll try, see if we can manage to get to the flooded village. Grab the long logs there that can go to the hotel cluster, which is quite close by, for the Winter is Coming contract. And if we can do that, that will finish that contract. Whoa! Which will be just magnificent. I'm not holding my breath at the moment. We'll just have to play it as it comes. What I might do though is we might switch over to the Winter is Coming contract. See, all we need is a set of long logs to go to the hotel cluster. Hey, Forester. Bring the Forester down to the sawmill as well. I'm reluctant to do that as a convoy because it'll just make this one go so slow. Over the bridge this time. Wait. Yeah, see, if we had more time, that means it's probably tomorrow. It would be lovely to be able to bring the Forester over to the sawmill as well. That would then see us have all of the requirements for the various materials we need pretty much in hand. The only thing we haven't actually got at the moment that we still need is solar panels. Get them from Solace Bay, so I have to I can get them at some stage, but a bit of a way off yet. Otherwise we've got everything we need at the stockpile, or eventually sawmill. Better have some lights on, it's getting pretty dark. Down to the bridge this time. Yeah, and pop back up. So once we do finish with the long logs, we'll be able to take the Kenworth back to the garage. Potentially reconfigure it if we need to. But I think we might leave him in the garage for a bit. He's done his work really. It should be okay to finish off with the Mac, I would have thought. Now, next stop, turn off to the sawmill where we can refuel. There we go. We've done this before, haven't we? Just once or twice. I'm just trying to think, is it better to drop this load off at the hotel cluster and then go down to the flooded village and pick up the other ones and take them to the sawmill? Or is it better to take these to the sawmill and then go around to the flooded village and pick them up to bring them back to the hotel cluster? I was going to stop when I get to the fuel trailer and have a bit of a look. I kind of thought I'd go to the sawmill, but let's just have a look. First thing we'll refuel, don't forget. Right. Now let's have a look. So we could come up this way and deliver these at the hotel cluster. Then we go this way, I think. Then go down here across to get to that logging frame, which has got the 3 long logs we need in it. Pick them up and come back over to the sawmill. Or we go up here to the sawmill and this way, pick up those guys, bring them back and up this way to get to the hotel cluster. It really is 6 of one, half dozen the other. I'm thinking I might do the sawmill first. So I think you could argue either way. There are valid points for doing it in either sequence. I think for me, I'm going to go this way. And the reason I'm doing this way is that the delivery of long logs to the sawmill from the other side has got a couple of nasty bits about it. Whereas delivering to the hotel cluster kind of avoids those. Now, counter to that, of course, there is the one nasty spot we're going to have to be careful of when we're going to the sawmill from this side. So, sawmill sort of has a nasty spot, whether you're coming from this side or the other side. But kind of think this one's probably a little bit easier from a Kenworth point of view. Of course, could be wrong, and we may find that, you know, if I drop all the logs out when we're going over this nasty spot just up ahead, then I'll probably change my mind and say, hey, should have gone the other way. But let's see how this way goes. We have had some fun and games coming this way before. We've dropped a couple of things out. But, you know, it is what it is. Here's where we're coming up to the nasty bit. This part here where it's sort of all a bit off angles. Just have to be a bit careful here. Again, I think the Kenworth being as big as it is, and with the long logs being as far back as they are, given that you're almost going straight going through there, that was fairly safe in the scheme of things. We'll get to the sawmill and drop off our long logs. Those long logs. Alright, yes, we can make 2 long planks. That's fine, we'll do that some other time. Because I want to go on long logs. Yeah, crossing these little bridges. Now it's this spot, particularly when you're coming from the other side, can be really nasty. That's why I wanted to do this with an empty log trailer rather than a long log trailer. Quite acceptable doing that way. Would have been quite a lot nastier if we'd been full. Also, this pull up here is nastier than it looks. I think Kenworth wouldn't care. He'll come up here, no trouble. But yeah, this is a bit more difficult than it looks. That again. You can see we've got our little yellow arrow pointing up where we can get our long logs from. That's where we're heading. This is a very tight corner here. actually go through there, actually. I don't think we have to come through this really muddy bit. I think we can cut through the trees, but Kenworth's pretty big, so no, I'll stick to the muddy bit. That's nasty. We are going to have to come back this way. That was the turn off just on the other side of that nasty muddy bit. We'll be bringing our long logs this way, unless of course we go back the other way. Now, can I get across this bridge? I can. And the wheels are so big. Yeah, look at that. The wheels are nice and big. Don't have any trouble. Now, before I load up though, load up here. What are my options for getting back? Oh no, nothing, no, I don't have any. I don't think I can really come this way. That's just not really. Probably, it might be easier actually, rather than coming this way. We haven't done this way, so shall we give it a try? We haven't, oh, that looks a bit rocky there, but oh, there'll be rocky steps, so that'll be a bit annoying. Okay, well, let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. What's the worst thing that will happen? We'll get ourselves dark or slow, have to come all the way back and do it the other way. Try again now. Can't quite climb up that mountain hill. That's right, this is a contest here. Done that already. I think we got bronze, as we tend to get. Go along here, and then we're going to have to turn right. Great trees. Here's the turn, I think. Need to go up there to the right. Yeah, what camp? Let's see how we go doing this way. Nice to have turned a lot tighter than that, but there you go. Didn't. You come. You go. At least we had a few trees to help this time, unlike when we were going the other one up to the Circle of Life tree. It gave us no trees to help. This time though, some nice big trees. Going to make a whole lot of difference for us. Goes from being impossible to being quite friendly. I think there was a rock slide or something here before, so we managed to clear that out of the way. We're almost there. Wow. We're going to achieve something today. How about that? So it wasn't too bad. It was only that little rocky steps was the only hard bit about coming that way. Pretty good. Hooray! Winter is coming. Yay for us. Wow. These are some pretty serious contracts. Good stuff. Actually, I'll turn that off for a minute and have a look at what we've still got to do. Right, so before the first snow needs stuff to come to the Forest Service base. 2 wooden planks, 2 medium planks, a long plank, 4 cement and 4 packaged sand. Now we've already left the packaged sand there, so we've still got to get all the woody planky things plus the cement. In search of buoys, we need to check by the left bank and then... Now where is that actually? Oh, we haven't really been there very much. Okay, so we have to go there and then we're going to find a data buoy. Probably there, I would assume. Although we may have to find it using the metal detector. Okay, don't know about that. Timely delivery. Oh, that's the one that needs the fuel carrier that's in Selten River Mountains. Weather advisory is a medium plank, a panel, bricks and cement into mountains. Forest watch. 3 little things into Solace Bay. Preserving natural beauty is what I've been trying to do with the Circle of Life tree. Then we've got another load here of packaged sand, solar panels, wooden planks and metal beams to some pretty tricky places in Selten River Mountains. Okay, so we're starting to actually make some progress. Again, I could probably just leave the trailer here because I don't need it anymore. And I'm being a good citizen, trying not to leave trailers just lopped about all over the place any more than we have to. And we're going to take this back to the garage. I don't think we're going to get there today. But I'm pretty chuffed that we actually managed to finish a task today, or finish a contract today. That was what I wanted to get done yesterday, to be honest, but we probably, even if we'd been at our best, I don't think we would have been able to make it yesterday. I just don't think we would have enough time to do all that, because we did save a bit of time this morning by not having to load those logs at the logging station initially. We just picked them up where the back end of the trailer was. So that did save us quite a bit of time. But it was my plan that we would be doing this sort of stuff yesterday. So I can take this guy back. I'm not sure if I'm going to use him for anything else or not. I probably should again run down and get some fuel. I don't want to take him back there without any fuel, or less than half full anyway. Turn around. These are all of our medium planks that we've just left lying around here. As we can. They're all going to be going either into Selten River Mountains, or I think two of them are going to Selten River National Park up to the Forest Service Warehouse, or whatever it's called. Grab this big guy. Get back to the garage. Tomorrow we might take the Mac back over into Solace Bay to the stockpile, pick up some cargo that we need to bring back in. And while we go through, we'll also go through with the White Western Star that's currently parked at the gateway, just waiting. Oh, we've also got to bring the Forester down to the Sawmill as well. I have to do that immediately, but I'd like to do that sooner rather than later, because that then means we can do all those plank things, get to the forestry service hub. Getting very close to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Should make it back to the garage, or we will make it back to the garage even if we run a fraction over. At the moment, I don't actually have a plan for the Kenworth anymore after that. He could do a couple of the deliveries if I really needed him to, but I'm kind of thinking I'll probably be more likely to use the Mac. The last of the deliveries. The only one that sort of stands out as being not such a good one for the Mac is that one where we're delivering 3 single cargoes into Solace Bay to different watch points, whatever they are. It would be better to have a 3-slot tray rather than a 5-slot semi-trailer. Think about that. as well leave this guy over here somewhere. It also doesn't get too much in the way. It's not quite that vigorous. Because I may not need this guy anymore. I'm going to refuel him from the Dairy Special. In. Customise him. Which I won't take much off. I'll just drop the main thing so he's back to sort of squarish. I'll even leave the winch on just in case. I might want him yet. So we'll see. How are we going for time? 7:55. How good is that? So let's just put ourselves on the Mac so we know what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And we'll pause it there because that's 8 o'clock. And say, we got a contract done today. Hooray! It's been a while since we've got a contract done. But we did. So at least that's something. Now tomorrow, hopefully, we might be able to get a contract done again as well. But there's still a long way to go. But that's it for today. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today. I feel much better about today than I did yesterday. So we've recovered all of the lost ground that we had yesterday. So hopefully today is now another one in the bag. And tomorrow will be even better. Otherwise though, that's it for now. So let me say, bye-bye.